A Customs and Border Protection agent forced to delete a tweet about the man you see right now on your screen with alleged potential terror ties who was picked up at our southern border.
Yeah, incredible story indeed. Joining us, former ICE director and acting CBP Commissioner Ron Vitiello. You know, the original tweet, Ron, was quite striking. I think a lot of people saw that, in particular if you're on Twitter, and you're thinking to yourself, what in the world? They apprehended a potential terror suspect at the border, and then suddenly the tweet goes away. Tell me why that would happen, and frankly, I think the big question is that usual policy?
I'm not sure what the policy implications are. I appreciate what the chief did in highlighting to the rest of America on Twitter that these threats exist at the border. CBP exists, the department exists, the Border Patrol exists to keep people like that out of the country. And what we've seen since January is an administration that's willing to break open and dismiss all of the policies that were working to control that border in favor of what? In favor of some kind of open border. And the results of that are what? More cartel activity, more human trafficking, and threats like this coming to our southern border in a surge that we've never seen before. This is the largest surge in the southwest border in history.
Ron, CBP says that this tweet violated agency protocol. You are the acting CBP commissioner. I'm assuming you understand the various protocols there in the CBP. What agency protocol did this violate?
Something about that individual's privacy, something like that. Those are usually the restrictions in messages that we put out. Let me just say that when I was acting ICE director, when I was acting deputy commissioner, when I was chief of the Border Patrol, it was very valuable for us to be on television, in the press, and on Twitter to get the message out, not only to the public, to understand where these threats are and what they look like, but also to the workforce. It's a very meaningful thing for me to get up there and advocate on behalf of this workforce, which right now has to be totally demoralized as to what they're seeing on the southwest border each and every day now.
You know what, whenever I think about this story, I think I'm probably like most people. I don't understand the idea of simply having essentially an open border. The potential risk, quite honestly, is staggering. And it's not just what's happening now. It's what sort of cells might be coming into this country that might be activated down the line. Is that your main concern?
It is. It is. If you don't control that border, it's risking everything in this country. People are going to come across that border, and the reason the department exists is to keep people like this individual who was highlighted in the tweet out of the country, because the FBI thinks they're a threat to the public safety because he's related in some way to terrorism. And so that's why the department was created. And not protecting that border or having policies and dismissing policies that were working in favor of an open border puts us all at risk.
In light of episodes like this, Ron, can we even trust that we are getting the truth about the border from our government? And by the truth, I mean the truth about anything involving the border.
Yeah, there's a policy here, or there are public statements that can be made about the border, and they're asking us not to believe our own eyes. What's happening down there is a travesty. This is the worst surge we've ever seen on the southwest border. And so, no, I don't think they have any credibility as it relates to the messaging that they're putting out, because what they're doing is they're telling the whole world that if you're in the country illegally, that ISIS isn't coming after you. They're making a policy statement. They're going to the Supreme Court trying to end the policy that effectively ended the last surge. So they're telling the world that they prefer an open border, even though the risks are great to all of us.
Which, frankly enough, to just really anger you, especially if you live along those border states. You're seeing what's happening, not just in terms of crime, but the obvious long-term impact for the country. It really is devastating. Ron Vitiello, thank you as always. We appreciate you spending time with us here on Fox and Friends First.
Thanks a lot. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Todd?
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.